Right, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome. I'm Mick, and this is...
Are you with the weird accents again? What's going on? We are the different blokes. This is Matt and Mick, and we are back again for our fun news of the week. Go on, Mick, I'll let you put your disclaimer out straight away.
Me what? Me disclaimer?
Your disclaimer, yeah.
Your disclaimer, right, okay. We've had loads of comments this week about some of our discussions. We'd like to just say, first of all, we're not having a go at anybody or anything like that. We're doing compatibilities, different ways people look at different things. So if we offended,
yeah, it wasn't the intention. However, that's not what we were pointing out. I thought you were going to talk about your brag because we beat the media.
Ah, right, okay, the brag. Right, this week the captain went to space. William Shatner went to space, and he returned safely. So he's now the oldest man to ever travel to space. Yeah. Well done, that man. Yeah. And we actually said that we tried to get 50 likes to see if we could get it to go viral, see if Elon Musk could change his name of the ship. We got well over 50 likes. I think it was nearly 200, was it?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but
I know it was well over 150 likes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for that. It shows that people are watching, and a marvellous job. But we do have a brag that we're actually about 2 days before the main channels picked up to suggest changing the ship's name. So we were there.
Right, brag over. Should we crack on with it? You've had your moment.
For today's news,
he's had his moment in the sun. Am I going first?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to start with El Negativo one, and then it's going to get better. I promise.
Right. Okay.
But Man United, they took a 100-mile trip to Leicester by plane. And while everything's going on, on Friday night, I believe it was Friday, they took what would have been 2.5, 3 hours on the motorway. They decided to catch a plane down to Leicester, which I believe it was in the air for about 15 minutes, something like that. Yeah. And under the current climate where we're trying to get a grip of climate control, and they've tried to defend it, it's just indefensible.
It's undefendable, sorry lads. Yeah. No, that's not on.
And then you've also had two of their players, after coming back from international duty, got a private jet back for just those two, while you've got a West Ham player who actually took an EasyJet flight back in, just with everybody else. So you got the two extremes. But
well, if you've got the money, why not? I mean, who's paying for end of the day? It's all the supporters, so it's not. They're not bothered.
So that was my first one, a bit of a rant. So apologise for that, but I just thought, come on.
Yeah. Matt knows my opinion of footballers, overpaid. I mean, there is a degree where it's ridiculousness. So anyway, I'm not going to go into that. Right? I'm going to carry straight on. Good news. A young lady called, I'm hoping I'm going to get the names right on this one because it's quite hard. Romesha Gelgi has become the tallest woman in the world for the second time.
Right, I'm just going to take a stab in the dark here and say you did not pronounce that correctly. But, right, okay, what do you mean for the second time? Hang on.
She's actually grown since she was measured last time.
Okay,
so Book Records.
If I get this right, certain people, I forget the name of the actual disease, but that means they keep growing, don't they?
That's right, yes. It's to do with the pituitary gland.
Yeah.
Anyway, pituitary gland. Anyway, so... And she has part of that, and it's also part of the Giganteus, part of the Homo sapiens.
Okay.
Anyway, so she is now 215.16 centimetres tall. For the UK, that is just over 7 foot in height. So the male side of it has never changed, not since 1940. That was Robert Pershing Ladlow at 8'11". He was, and he was the tallest man known to history. Proven, we'll say. So that's good news. She's won the title for the second time. I think she's only like a tiny little bit, but she's got boast of some of the Guinness Book of Records now.
Is she healthy?
Not particularly, but at that height,
Right. Okay, I'll move it on. The police admit that an officer did mistake a paddling pool of goldfish for sharks. And this happened in Sussex. Did you hear about this?
No, a paddling pool full of goldfish as sharks.
So I believe that they must have a fallout with the neighbours or something, but the neighbours have rang up and complained about dodgy dealings going on. I don't quite know what. But so the police have gone out, and the officer going round has mistaken and called for backup, and apparently was about
He's
to...
called for backup.
Yeah, and
For
a few. No, apparently that he thought they were sharks, and then
What are they going to do? Jump out and savage him?
I don't know. So anyway, he's made that mistake, and the police have had to come out with a statement. It's Sussex Police, by the way. You can search for it, but it was goldfish in the paddling pool. So yeah, there you go.
How bizarre!
That's my second one. I did say they were going to get better.
If it was Surrey, you'd probably get mixed up with James Bond.
Yeah.
If you got Goldfisher.
Oh, dearie me.
Right, moving on. I've got to say this. This was today, so it's fresh news, and it's the unmentionable. But I thought it was absolutely funny. Canadian police have actually raided a restaurant and taken away the tables so people can't sit outside and have the pizza.
Really?
Yeah, they've taken. I thought that would be. They're calling it evidence. I'm pretty sure that's called theft. So, and remember, all police around the world are actually
hang on.
not responsible for the.
I would imagine
private
that
companies.
in that situation, don't they need to have a warrant and signed?
Don't know much about it. It's
etc.?
literally.
Please
fresh
let
off,
us know, because I'm not
fresh off the press.
Canadian law, even American law. I'm not too well up on. So, but that would be my understanding. Please comment below.
Would be, it's theft.
Yeah. So please let us know. Right. So is that your number two?
The actual good news was the pizza parlour owner did offer the police officers some pizza as well.
Me. I wouldn't have done. Right.
I wouldn't have done either.
Well, my number three is a thing called COSO, COSO, and it's a new male contraceptive as an alternative to either a condom or getting the old snip, and what it is basically, and it's won the James Dyson Award in Germany.
Hold on, James Dyson makes Hoovers.
No, he does a lot more than that.
I was going to say
he does a lot more than that.
This could turn out to be a bit of a suck.
Yeah, boom, there you go. He set himself up. But he does a lot more than just Hoovers. However, it's basically a warm bath for your testicles, and it gives off ultrasound. And if you want to basically change your mind, you want children, you just stop it. But you do it once every 2 months, apparently, and it's a contraceptive. So, men, that's for me is good news, because if you don't want the El Snippo, you can do that instead.
How much is it?
That, I don't know.
Because I'll tell you what, if you go around my mate's house, he's got a couple of bricks there.
Oh, yeah,
and I'm telling you, every time you feel a bit fruity, go around his house. With these 2 bricks, he can make sure that you don't.
But I was trying to suggest a painless way, not a painful way. But there you go. So
you only have to do it once, mate. Just the thought of it going around his house.
But you can't reverse it. So yeah, that was my number 3. Yeah.
Well, okay, right. So. I don't know what to say to that one, really.
What's your third?
I've
thrown him off.
It stumped me, that one. Right. Well, the third one, I know it's going back to the unmentionable, but I did actually happen to see in an airport this week somebody's, it's called a VC passport. The machine didn't work correctly. So the man, I think, had had enough of that and decided promptly to demolish the entire row of machines with him and his suitcase, and everybody else watched. So I think everyone was waiting then for to get through the machine. He literally just went through the whole lot and smashed them to pieces.
What is this for the passports? Is it the COVID passports?
Yeah. So. Oops.
Right, there seems to be a lot going on with
this.
There's
a lot going on there. We're not going to go into it too much because it's
a banned topic, so we'll swiftly move on, but we're not surprised. Right, well, now it's sport, and I have decided to do, I mentioned to you just before we came on, I'm going to change it a little bit, because I don't think giving you the headlines is worthwhile, because you can see them for yourself. So what I'm trying to do now is just pick up on 1 or 2 sort of fun things I might have seen in the world of sport. So Gerard Piqué, Barcelona defender, has organised the first ever Balloon World Cup. Balloon World Cup. Now, I'm not too sure what it's about. So I am actually going to set myself as a target. We're going to watch it because it's happened and there's been a winner declared. So we're going to watch it and we're going to put out, I think, a video on this.
Okay.
Because at the minute, you're looking at two uneducated fools who can't really comment on this. But if you know anything, please let us know. But I think we need to look into that.
Yeah.
Now, the second one, there's an amateur football team in America, Washington Square Football Club, and they've been sponsored by RedTube. RedTube, the porn site.
Right, okay.
And but it's gone all the way through. They sponsored the team and all the children's teams.
Right. Okay.
So,
Well, it is a company, and a company is allowed to sponsor.
But
so it's probably quite a sort of like who's sponsors.
it's RedTube. What is it?
Yeah.
Ask your mum, son. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah, it could be a dodgy subject, that one.
It could be, couldn't it? So so that's the sport for this week, and we'll move on to the weather. It's you. You're up.
The weather. The weather's been a bit strange this one. We've got loads. There's been rain, and then the next minute you get a nice bit of sunshine for about 20 minutes, then rain, and then it's overcast. So at the moment, I did actually tell everybody a couple of weeks ago, the forecast was, we did say, if the sun comes out, enjoy it while you can. The forecast has not changed. We haven't had the 3 storms coming from America. They haven't been as bad as they forecast, but there was a couple of cyclones that were pretty bad. Obviously, by the time they get to the UK, they've fizzled out, and normally it's just rain and a bit of wind if you're unlucky. So that might have been the beans, though. But it's going to be the same again, unfortunately. Very unsettled weather. The lights are going to be on through the day, unfortunately, so you're going to be using your power again. But if the sun comes out in your area, get out there, make the most of it.
Definitely do. I think we're on our last hurrah of any decent weather for the year because it's getting cold. Right, films. We're moving on. And I don't see anything scribbled down in yours.
That's right, there's nothing scribbled down in mine.
But right, okay, I'm going to go through a couple because there's quite a few things coming out now. Obviously, Halloween Kills seems to be one of the big ones that getting a bit of money thrown behind it. Obviously, a Halloween film. I Know What You Did Last Summer. There's a new film of that out, which that was around when I was sort of a child. So, you've got Netflix are releasing Found, Night, Teeth, and Stuck Together. They're all on Netflix. But the one that I'm going to cautiously recommend this because it's Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, and it's called The Last Duel, and it's about Norman Knights in Scotland. The reason why I'm going to cautiously say, I like Ben Affleck and I like Matt Damon. However, in that type of film, I'm not sure.
Right, The Last Duel, you're saying in Scotland, it's actually based on a true event that happened in France.
It says Scotland.
No, it was in France.
I trust you. I'm just saying on the packaging, it does say that. I've
seen the advert and everything like that, so they're all right. It is based on a true story, but they've hit on literally my period in history that I did for 20 years. I'm going to say it might be a good film. I'll watch it. I will watch it.
Is it going to give...
But from historians who are going to watch it and everything, we're going to have a lot of cringe factor. I can tell you that straight away, just by the trailers, that the armour's wrong. Totally. 100%. Gone.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite surprised to see their two names linked to that film. I was.
But then there have been in other films with medieval. You've got the Chinese film, the Great Wall.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That is Matt Damon. He was in that one. So there have been in these sort of films before. Who's the other one? Sorry.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. But I'm fairly certain he's been in a medieval film. They normally have been.
It's been back.
Without going through the library, I don't know. But, yeah, it's a film. I look at them, unless they're saying it's a proper documentary, I don't have an issue with that. It's a film. I will watch it. I enjoyed Gladiator. Brilliant. Yeah. I enjoyed a lot of things like that. It doesn't mean that they're 100% correct or anything like that. I look at them purely as entertainment for a film. I'm enjoying looking forward to it.
I am going to watch it.
Yeah,
I am. I'm going to open my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
That will be my recommendation, and that's it.
And my counter to that is this week Dune goes to the cinemas, opens in the cinemas, and it's got every name you can think of in there, starring in there. It's big. if it's got a lot of, it's got to be very good to beat the originals, but they've got the names, they've got the characters and everything like that to actually beat the original Dune. So I think Zemeckis was the first one. But what I'm saying is, go and have a look at it. If it's good, it's going to be amazing. It will be jaw-dropping.
Is it out now?
It comes out this weekend, I think it is.
All right. Okay.
Right, so from that side, that's okay.
Excellent. I'll have a look. You've been mentioning this to me for a while, actually. So, right, Grumble of the Week. It is over to you, Mick.
Right, Grumble of the Week this week is nice and easy. It's actually to do with films. That the films are starting to come out in the cinema, and the cinemas have never done any wrong, but they do. If you are struggling to find something to do, a lot of the films are going into the cinemas, and they are looking for people to go in and watch them. If you do not use the cinema industry, which is, I know it's not the cheapest place to go or anything like that. Plenty of deals online. I think it's Meerkats and everything like that. They do 2-for-1s.
Yeah.
I think it's a case of get behind these sort of things, because if you lose them, then you'll be going, oh, what should we do now? So if you're going to go out, there's some brilliant films at the moment with the lead up to Christmas. Go out, just watch one film. Just go and watch one film. Let's support the British film industry.
There you go. Here. I agree.
Yeah.
Right. On that note, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos. We appreciate every view, and we'll see you on the next one, won't we, Mick?
Yeah, take it easy. Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.